What up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Will McAway. Thank you for checking in and joining. We ain't gonna waste time. We're gonna get straight into this today. There's a lot of gender war going on YouTube. You got the men versus the women versus the men, talking about how to date this person, how not to date that person. So we're gonna see, why is this? Why such a big gender war on YouTube? Well, I guess across all social media platforms. So you got women out here saying they don't want to date the Dusties. Future Money Hacks, we see you in the building. We're gonna drop that link in a minute. And we got the men, saying women ain't being submissive enough. So what's going on? Why do we have this big old gender war across social media platforms? So this is gonna be a quick one. We want to get into, let's talk about passport bros. It's so bad out here to some of these guys. They want to leave the country they in, which is most of the United States, and go get a woman from another country. Now, my perspective is that you go get another woman from another country, she might be more submissive and all that, might take care of you because she's not Americanized. So I understand that point of view. But I think the women are just hypergamous as well. So you don't need a bunch of money to get them because they're not used to being in America. But they want you to take care of them just as well. And we got men talking about single moms. That's a big one. And I'm gonna get into that one. I'm gonna say it for that because that's a big thing. Then you got the women out here saying a lot of guys are just dusty. They dusty. I ain't got no money, don't know how to take women on dates or anything like that. And so are the men dusty? Are the women dusty? Who's dusty out here? We're gonna talk about that too. And we got some women out here. Well, some men claiming women are just too damn masculine. So, excuse me, she wants to be the man in the relationship. She wants to run you, and especially if she already makes more money. And I don't know. So we're gonna drop the link in a minute. We're gonna get a perspective on that. And another point we're gonna talk about is I'm not sure. I know we got this whole manosphere thing going on. I don't know. Is that one for the women? Is there a women's sphere? I think there is. But I think women got that thing going on too. I just don't know the name of it because I ain't really been keeping up with it like that. But I just see it going all over. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So let me get the link out. One moment, guys. And in case someone wants to come up and say why this is going on. So I'm gonna drop this in the chat right now. Okay. One moment, guys. All right, so there's a link. Future Money Hacks. Appreciate you joining the building. Y'all go check him out, subscribe to his channel, see what he got going on over there. And so let me start off with the passport bros. I believe there's nothing wrong with getting your passport and going wherever you want to go. And if you want to go over there and get another woman from China or Thailand, wherever the hell you're going, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But like I said, my main point on that is I think them women over there looking for a come up as well. Now, I do think maybe they can be more submissive if you're able to help them on to come up because you can show them things that they probably wasn't used to. But I think they're just for the come up too. The come up just not as big, unless you get them and bring them back over here, then they get turned on to all that stuff too. Then that's a whole other problem. But I don't really see nothing wrong with the passport thing. You want to go over there and do that, that's fine. Do what you need to do. And the thing about America, and I guess the women being so masculine, it's kind of the day and age. Unless you meet a woman that got as a man now, you meet a woman that came up and maybe with a household and seen mama and daddy working together to make the house, or even she just, grounded within herself, even if she didn't have mama and daddy, she might understand how to work with a brother, and that might work. Um, but if she's, don't want to listen to your so-called instruction, and just fight you on everything, that could be a difficult time. So in those situations in America, I guess, because that's where I'm at, um, it's almost as if sometimes you just gotta have enough money. Yeah, it's sad, but you gotta have enough money just to shut her up, I guess. You gotta be able to, you know, provide her what she need, no questions asked, on the spot. That's how a lot of them seem like they want it. Now, could that make them masculine? I don't know. Now, the masculine thing could be raising up at a man, jumping on the man. We hope you don't get jumped on as a man, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess what could make her man? Well, say if she was taking care of stuff for too long by herself, then you come along. Yeah, she could be masculine because she done built up or whatever she built up to maintain herself. So she might not feel like she don't need you. She just got you around till she get tired of you. So that could come off as masculine because she's, I guess, been in a place where she's had to take care of everything by herself. Well, I don't, maybe she put herself in the place by turning down a lot of men. I don't know what got her in that place, but if she's been doing it too long on her own, then yeah, she could be a little tough, a little tough skin. And so I guess maybe that's part of the reason why we got the so-called manosphere, because dealing with these, I guess, guys are tired of dealing with these so-called masculine women that's too tough to deal with. Now, what I think about that is, um, I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's entertainment more than anything with all the manosphere stuff, because I think you gotta take people as they come, and you kind of gotta learn how to navigate. And maybe that's where the manosphere can help these guys out, that especially the younger guys, kind of navigating through the dating world. Because I kind of feel like no matter what happens, what goes on, nobody from online, even me, is gonna be in the middle of your situation when you're dealing with whoever you're dealing with. So I think the best teacher is going to be experience. You just got to be careful while you're out here doing what you're doing with the partner you dating, so you don't get caught up in, like, I guess, baby mamas or baby daddy situations, and and read situations. Because my thing is, you can date anybody as long as you don't create anything permanent. I guess kids, for example, let's you get to that level, you get married and all that stuff. But that's a whole nother thing. But I'm of the belief of, you can do anything with a man or a woman, depending on your gender, long as if it hasn't got to a point where it's permanent damage, like you got kids. You guys let me know if my audio is coming through clear too. If you got kids, or even if you got married, 'cause you can get a divorce, but I know that's gonna get into a whole other thing about somebody taking half of your money and half of your stuff and all that kind of stuff. But I'm of the mindset, if nothing permanent came out, you can always wipe your hands with it and leave, and then you learn. That's kind of how I've been operating through life, when it comes to dating women. So me, I know I'm just one person. I don't think it's that big of a deal, the way, I guess, some of these guys going in on the women, because they're not fitting your mold. Just don't pay them no mind, my attention, to keep moving. But I can understand that for people that's got into situations, or legal situations or kid situations, and they're stuck. So it might be a little resentment there, and so that prompts us getting on YouTube and having a gender war. You know, because people been through situations what they learned, but it was a hard situation, so now they got a story to tell. So I understand that part too. So now, I'm not a woman. Maybe I get a woman to join the panel one day, to tell me about the dusty man that they complain about. No job, no car, can't keep a job, or got too many baby mamas. Now, my thing is when you meet a person, if they're not stable, usually you can see that. It might not come out soon as you meet them, but usually you can see. Now, if you know see a pile of manure over there and you decide to jump in it, we only can blame the pile of manure. We only can blame the pile of manure so much. And if you decide to go there, you decide to go there. But at the same time, I think that's a part of some of the beauty, within the women that they do try to see past some flaws and try to, see in you. Because I know they got their emotion might run a little deeper than a man. So it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a gift and a curse, because when their emotions kick in, they try to see past some flaws, but end up biting them in the behind if the fella ain't, lived up to wherever she thought you should live up to in her head. And then that's when the resentment comes. That's when you get the dusty beta males all on YouTube. I don't know. Somebody let me know if they got a group like the Mansphere. I don't know. There's so many different groups. I don't know what the women call that thing for the man bashing part of social media. But when it don't work out with them, it's every man out here, get him for his money, and I guess it's a survival tactic for them. So I think that's what's going on with that. Now, guys are really hard on here, towards single moms, and I understand it. And I will admit, I don't date single moms, but not because I hate single moms. It's because I don't got any damn kids. I mean, that's just it. I don't have kids, but I'm not gonna knock somebody for dating or talking to a single mom. I would knock you for not understanding maybe what you're getting into. But if you got the full disclaimer, you've been, they told you about the situation and you know about the situation, and you as a man decide to go into that situation, hey, that's what you want to do. But if you're living like me and you ain't got no kids, you're a single person guy, even if this goes to male and females, ain't nothing wrong with looking for a fresh start if you can get that. So that's basically what we got, right now. And let's see what else I got for y'all on this situation. Like I said, we just a light stream today, and okay, we got somebody join the panel. We see you there, brother. And so let's get the panel guests up here and see if they got anything to say about these topics. And like I said, this is just a live stream today. We're just getting the channel going, just getting this thing fired up. We're gonna have more content to present to you later on. But right now, we're gonna get into this. Let's see.
What's up? What's up? Audio coming in?
Yeah, you coming in. We can hear you good, sir.
All right, good. Now I was trying to get my audio and all that straight. What was the last couple things you were saying? What we talking about?
Talk about the gender war. Everything that's going on with the gender war on social media. You got passport bros, guys going in on single moms. You got women going in on men. They calling us, well, some guys dusty, which I don't know what all kind of pages or sites they got. They might have more besides dusty. But are women too masculine? Or women, they just, you don't have enough money, I ain't dealing with you. And I did top hint on, it got so bad, we got a whole group out here called the Mansphere. So
yeah,
I guess let's start. You think you got too many masculine women out here? You think that's the problem for the guys?
More specifically in America, we do.
Oh,
I believe we do. And even more specifically, Black women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're probably the most masculine out of all the American. A lot more American women are more masculine than the rest of the world. Even though I haven't been to the rest of the world, I just know.
Yeah.
It's not all their fault. Part of it is the government.
They've been incentivized to act the way they've been acting.
Incentives, yeah. You got the system welfare, WIC, Section 8. They got incentives. to be on their own and not have a man in the house.
Okay. So what about the masculine women that, spent the younger years of her life going to college, getting all kind of degrees and, becoming a doctor, scientist, or astronaut or whatever. And then they wasn't dependent on the government outside of a college loan, maybe, but they got everything they need and they're not incentivized to really act the way. So what's going on with them? Why are they tripping?
Well, the ones that you're referring to, as far as, I guess those would be called alpha women. I don't know what you call them. But they basically, maxed out life, got a degree, got their money, got their own house. They don't have really a need for a man other than, sexually or whatever. It's nothing wrong with them. That's their prerogative.
But it's gonna be real easy for them to discard a man as soon as first thing he out the door.
Easy.
Yeah, I understand that. I do understand that. It's really easy because not to say women don't work hard, but they work their way up, basically to sit in the building. But guys, you got some guys that got some nice jobs, they sit in the building, but most of the time guys doing some kind of hard work, lifting, moving, pulling, stretching his back or something like that. So it would be real easy for her to discard you because her hard work might not be the same hard work as the man's hard work. And she might not value a hard working man like that because she claims she worked hard her damn self.
Yeah, I call it soft work. I call it soft work. You got soft work and you got hard work. Hard work, plumbers, carpenters, welders, electricians, even your engineers and your chemists, your high level chemists, stuff like that.
Yeah,
these those are hard jobs. Soft jobs is like you said, you in the office, you doing HR work. You on a computer, and it's just brain work. It's just two different types of work. But women are not doing none of that hard stuff outside, building buildings and stuff. They're not doing it.
No, they're sitting on the chair that a man actually built.
Yeah, and that's what they choose to do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right, I understand that point. So
that's what they want to do. That's what they built to do.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with women doing soft work.
Yeah.
So what about passport bros? You think it's that bad that these guys got this whole passport bros thing? And you need to go, outside the country to find a suitable mate.
I hate to have to refer back to this, but your man Kevin Samuels.
Oh.
He said,
Go ahead.
He said, men, I'm gonna just say high level men have options, pretty much. And that's
I believe
my
that's
position.
True.
That's my position towards that. If you built yourself up in society where you're you're an engineer, you working a 6-figure job, you're making 80,000, 100 plus thousand. You're a single young person with no children. You have the option to go outside the country and explore the rest of the world's women. I don't see no problem with that. It's the ones that they're saying that there are 0% good women in America. I don't believe that. No, that's you're going extreme. You're going to extreme now, man. Like let's be real. Now, there's good women in America, but it ain't a lot of them. I'm gonna say that. It ain't a lot of them.
What I think about the women outside the country, I think they hypergamous, just not as hypergamous as women in the States because they haven't been in the States, but they basically looking for a come up. But I think they might respect the come up once they get the come up they're looking for. I haven't dated women outside the States, but I believe that a lot of them, they're looking for the same, well, I guess as a woman, they should look for a man that's going to kind of help her out, lift her up and, carry her through life. Not carry her, but, you know what I'm saying? Help her out through life.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing, just on a smaller scale when you go outside the country. But I think they might have a little bit more respect because you can show them something when, they might not be used to it. Women in America can, go to the next guy like it ain't nothing to get, what the other guy ain't providing. So, yeah, that's what I think about that.
Yeah, I agree.
So the number one thing you would think that, I guess, going back to American women, one African American man, you think it's all just about finances? Is that the biggest part of it there?
That's a large percentage of it. I wouldn't say it's all of it, but it's a very large slice of the pie for women in America.
Yeah, I'm hearing some women. This thing going on where they're saying now, if the man ain't already got this, got that, I guess, you know, well, she don't have to help about none. She's basically want to jump on the coattail. If she can't jump on the coattail, she ain't dealing with you at all. She ain't helping you. She ain't really help you build. She ain't, you know, you got to already be more stressed out when she meets
you. It's a lot of competition. The competition in America, listen, it's one of the richest. It's still one of the, even though we going down society, the society is going down morally, we're still one of the richest, most wealthiest countries in the world. It is what it is. So therefore, the standard is already set at extremely high bar. So you got guys that's in the hood working at the grocery store, working at the store down the street, working at the factory, working at the warehouse, and you go a neighborhood down the street, and you got multimillionaires.
Yeah,
that's the world we're living in. We live in a small town. Imagine a town like Atlanta, your LA's. You know, that's pretty much international. New York, you got international. So these women are seeing a lot. They see a lot of money. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's if they want it, they're gonna try to get it. It is what it is.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get it. But the thing with that comes, like you said, back to the Kevin Samuel thing. If they see that, they can get it. But I think it's kind of hard for them to discern. Is he here for the moment, or do he really want me like that? I think that's when they slip into, you know, they slip into the mindset of, well, let me just get what I can get because I don't know what this really is. Because the simple fact that he can basically just drop her and got a line right behind her. And I think that kind of motivates them to go to where I'm just gonna get in his pockets because he could do whatever the hell he want to do. And then the man that just, you know, might be a regular 9 to 5 or, you know, part-time guy or whatever, he might not see the time of day, but, you know, he gonna be there. I mean, if that's worth anything.
That's not exciting though.
Yeah, it's not exciting. But
she want the scammer, the drug dealer, the athlete, the basketball player, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they want. 6'4", 6'6". You know, that's what they want.
Well,
6 figures, 6 foot.
Yeah. The drug dealer thing is all, and them kind of guys, I know maybe in their teens, their younger 20s, they go through that phase, you know. It's just what happens is if they get caught up in some situation like having the kids or some kind of legal situation with the guy, some kind of CDV, and then when you get adults, that stuff just, you know, it's weighing on you now. Now it's messing you up for going forth with anybody else and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
the decisions they make early, you got that goes back to parenting. You know, the ones that's gonna make wise decisions, they at a younger age most likely have had good parents or good parenting, good raising. You know what I mean? They're gonna make wise decisions. The ones that haven't been raised right, they're the ones that's gonna have 3 kids and they're 25 years old, 4 kids and 3 baby daddies. You know?
Yeah, that go both ways because the guys, you know, want them young, hot to trot women when they're young too, and they can have the baby mamas. And, you know,
it go both. Oh, definitely go both ways. Yeah, it's, man. I'm not saying it's all on the women. It's the decisions of both parties. You know, that's how I look at it.
Yes, definitely. Unfortunately, you know, when guys have stuff like that, sometimes it's easier for them to move. It's a simple fact because I guess, you know, sometimes women carry the load as far as the babies and stuff like that. But you know, that's a whole other video. So Mr. Old Boy TV, would you consider or have you dated single moms?
I have been with single moms.
I've been down the road too.
But my rule right now in my life is I would never consider a woman with a child. Because I don't have children right now. Now, if I had children, of course, that would probably be a different. You know, I can probably work with her. I'm in the same boat. So who am I to say, you know, I can't date you because you have a child. No, if I had a child, I wouldn't care. But I don't. So, you know, that's just my rule for right now. And it depended on my situation. If I was just in a situation where I didn't really care like that, who cares? Let's do it. But no, right now, no.
Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. When before you came up, when you trying to get your stuff arranged, I said the same thing. I don't got nothing against single moms. The only reason why I don't, consider single moms because I don't got no damn kids. I mean,
exactly. That's it.
If I had a kid, I couldn't say, don't date a single mom. And going back to your boy Kevin Samuels on that, that's one message that I don't know. He might have said, single moms be with single dads and stuff like that, but I can't get on board with you talking about don't, date a woman or whatever. She loses a point because she got kids or whatever like that. I think that's only applied to the man that don't get kids. But if you got kids yourself as a man,
yeah,
you can't do that.
It's just logical.
Yeah, but now if you don't got kids and you decide to say date a single mom, which I don't,
and I know a lot of guys that do that, and I say, hey, as long as you happy, hey, I ain't got nothing wrong with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree too, because I think after you get a certain age, as you a man, you should have a little bit more, I guess, discernment. So if you weigh everything, you decide that you can handle it, then as long as you weigh everything, but don't do it just because she laying down. You like what you're laying down with. Like I've known two guys in my life that actually said they didn't mind dating a single mom because they didn't want no kids of their own. I guess it's like it's always an easy well, I'm done here. Wash my hands with this. I'm gone. I ain't got no baggage. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm of the mindset in the relationship, if you don't have anything permanent with that person, like you done got some kind of legal trouble together, or kids, you can always take the relationship as a learning lesson because you can always just wipe hands with it. But once you have kids and stuff, that's a whole nother different story. But if a man puts all the cards on the table and says, I think I could deal with this, then hey, yeah, like you said, if you're happy, then you're happy.
Hey, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, brother, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
Hey, who am I to say what I'm saying? As long as you're happy.
Yeah. So when it comes to men out here, do you think that is the manosphere a good thing? Is it helping the brothers navigate the women? Go ahead.
I would say yes. And it's it's different levels. The manosphere it's gonna be for different levels of people. You got some guys that's they're young guys and they've been raised by a single mother and don't know nothing and been brainwashed and mind controlled about whatever her whatever how she sees things when he hasn't been raised by a man or a father. Those are the most vulnerable men to me, and those are the ones that really should. That is what the manosphere is for, more specifically. Just people that just have men that don't have no game, don't know nothing about women, how they think, their tendencies and stuff like that. I think that's what the manosphere is good for. It's good for bringing awareness.
Yeah, I think I do think so too. If you're a young man, just luckily, fortunately, that stuff when me and you was coming up, I had to estimate it. I would say you're under 40, right? You look like you're under 40.
Yeah.
It was just fortunate enough for me, and I guess you too, because we didn't have no manosphere and all this stuff when we, the internet was just coming out. So we kind of got both sides before the internet and with the internet. It was just fortunate enough that we was able to navigate stuff where we're not, messed up situations, with women where we could just watch the manosphere and be like, okay, yeah, that's true. That's false. That works. It just don't work. But I think you got some guys that's using that as a weapon because of situations that they done got in their lower 20s or whatever. They got married early and got all kind of stuff. And, kind of makes it hard for them to go further in life because they got these stumbling blocks holding them back. So I think some of these guys, the manosphere is a weapon or basically an outlet or event for them because or whatever they done tripped up on dealing with a woman coming up. So, I was on the kick for a minute. Then I was like, I think I've been doing all right navigating. So I don't really tune in to them like that any longer. But now it does have its entertainment value. So I give it that.
Definitely.
It does have it.
I agree with all that, what you just said. I agree. I can agree with all that.
Yeah. So, but I guess for some of these younger guys, it do coming up, especially if they ain't got no kids or they coming out of high school or something like that. It could help. It could help. But I think,
If they green, go ahead and digest some of that information, but don't take it to an extreme. So like you got what you call like pickup. Now you're getting into like manipulation.
Yeah.
And all that type of stuff. It's just learn about them, learn how they do, find you a good one, keep moving, get your money. Focus on your money, then the women come.
Yeah, because when you get into, I guess, the manosphere or any kind of dating thing online thing, online is so big, especially with the young kids, it could come to a point where you operating just off of what you experience online without being like organic. Like everything we did coming up had to be organic. It wasn't really influenced maybe by another person, but not by the internet, what you did outside in the real world, because the internet wasn't there like that yet. So you just had to kind of listen to the elders or whatever.
We was influenced by the hot boys and big timers and
you know,
all your late rappers from the early 2000s. Yeah, it was a different type of influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that.
But they get the information direct right now. They can get it direct. They can type in exactly what they're looking for and find it. Shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah, that is correct. And I should have wrote it down. You said something that might inspire another stream. Yeah, the single parent household thing. How does that affect the income? I think that's going to be another stream. Because we're just getting the channel warmed up right now. So we had to we had to set that one up. So you got any further comments? You wanna drop your links, or you want to shout out your channel or whatever?
Yeah, Old Boy TV. Matter of fact, first off,
go ahead,
smash this like button.
Yeah, hit the like button
if you like this content. If you like what we bringing to you, yeah, go over to Old Boy TV. I'm just getting it started. We're gonna be talking about all kind of cool stuff, cars, women, you know, life, all kind of stuff. How to get money. That's the main thing. Investing to get money. When you invest and focus on your finances and what you need to be doing, that's when the women come. You focus on the money and then the women come. Don't do that backwards. It's ass backwards. So yeah. So we got a lot coming, man. We got a lot coming.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, though, you focus on yourself and all that stuff will come. So I appreciate you coming up today. And this is just a short one. Like I said, we getting turned up, so I ain't gonna hold you too long. And y'all go comment, like, subscribe to Old Boy TV. Y'all comment, like, subscribe to Will Makeaway. And we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.